So what takes time in the recipe we shared last week is the baking of the yam or sweet potato. We made it with sweet potato last night and it was equally good. So today we're going to do a really quick version. These are Bill's little frozen packs that we've thawed of rice. So they go in the pan first. And then we'll add the beans, the small can of black beans. Here's the rice. And we want to add raisins to give it that sweet potato taste. So we'll put in a couple of handfuls of raisins. Nice big handfuls, maybe 2.5. And our black beans.
And did you
I drained
you've drained them, yeah.
beans, yeah. So there's just a little bit of liquid in them, enough to allow this mixture to heat. And we've bought the Eden black beans, which have been really good. They don't have any salt and they have a good flavor. They do use kombu, which is great, the seaweed in the preparation of the beans. And that seaweed gives us a lot of nutrient and minerals, and it's really good for thyroid function. So I like that Eden uses kombu in their beans. So we're going to put this on the stove and heat it up. We'll put it on low.
No, a little bit higher, then.
Say again.
I think you want that heat a little higher so that it's well heated by the time you finish prepping.
Oh, okay. I'll put it on medium.
Yeah.
So I'm just breaking up the rice, mixing in the beans and the raisins. And we'll let it do its job. Now, while that's heating, we want to prep what else goes in. So one of the first things that we want to do is cut some onion. And I didn't have scallions, so I'm going to use red onion. I'm just going to cut off a piece from this big onion and cut them up. I put my peels in my stock pot that I boil up, and I'll use that juice today to make some other beans for tomorrow. Okay, so all we have to do with this is dice it. And that's pretty quick. And I didn't have a red pepper, so I'm going to use cherry tomatoes. And I have a jalapeno, so I'm going to dice that up to give a bit of that pepper flavor. So here's my jalapeno. I'm going to dice them fine because we don't want it to be too hot. And you can see while your grain and beans and raisins are heating, you just have time to get your ingredients for the bowl ready. So there is a nice bit of jalapeno pepper. And now I want to cut my little cherry tomatoes in half. So they're ready to add to the bowl. If I were doing my red pepper, I wouldn't need to add the cherry tomatoes, but you could if you wanted. I actually like the red pepper better. They're both good.
So that's the thing too. If you want to make this bowl, when you walk in the door, you can see how you can substitute things. The red onion for the scallions, the tomato for the red pepper. So just, yeah, be creative. Just check in with your body. Look around the kitchen, see what you have, and go for it.
And then the frozen mango will go on at the end with the avocado. And I just cut my avocado into the mango because they both go on at the same time. Give it a little cubism. And that'll work great. And so all I have left to do is add the lime juice and then salsa on top of the greens. I'm going to show you a different green today that Rip in this originator of the recipe suggested that you use arugula instead of spinach. Bill doesn't like arugula, so we'll use arugula on mine and spinach on his. It's pretty quick, this whole process. There, now all of our ingredients are ready to be put in the bowl. And all we have to do is lick our fingers and then rinse our hands. We're ready to assemble. So I bought this baby spinach and arugula. I used that on mine. And then pure spinach for Bill. And what I like about the arugula, if you've never tried it, I love the spiciness. It gives it a bit of a spicy edge, like putting a radish in a way.
Radish or
Yeah.
pepper, yeah.
It's really nice. Okay, so I think we're there. We've got our nice cake pasta salsa ready. Everything's ready, so now we just need to see if this is ready. And it's boiling away, which is good. That means we'll get some heat in there quickly. Yeah, I think it's almost ready to serve. So let's serve it. Get rid of one of these. So we've got our 2 serving bowls here, one for me, one for Bill. And we'll bring this. Now, I don't think that took more than 5-7 minutes at the most. Look how good that looks. And it's nice and sweet with the raisins. So we'll put a bunch in Bill's and the rest in mine. And we've got our lunch or our dinner. The main thing is, Dr. Joel Furman says you want lunch to be your big meal, because when we're wanting also to lose weight, we lose a lot more weight if we eat our bigger meal for lunch and our lighter meal for dinner. Calories eaten earlier in the day are burned quicker. So this is quite a hefty lunch. That's the end of our pot. Now on go the onions. Sprinkle those on good. I love the onions. Bill likes them, but I love them. I always give myself extra. And then we've got the pepper, which could be red pepper. In this case, it's jalapeno. So pretty, isn't it? Can they see the bowl?
Yeah.
Beautiful. And then our little cherry tomatoes. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. And next, we've got to put the greens on. So in Bill's bowl, There's the spinach. And remember, this is where all the nutrients are, right in this green thing that is the next layer. So you want to put plenty of that on, because that's where you're going to get what the body thrives on. And then I'll use my arugula blend. I love arugula. Okay, there are those. And then all we have to add is our lime juice. Squeeze that on top.
Mango.
And the mango's last, I think.
No.
Oh, mango's next?
Well, after the spinach is mango, avocado, juice of a lime.
Okay.
We've done it several times now, and we've changed up the order in which we put things in, and we feel like the first time we did it, when we ate with the layers the way Rip did it, we liked the most. So we're trying that again today, see if that makes a difference.
And it makes it so pretty too.
Yeah, it does. It makes it really pretty.
Okay,
Then the
there's
lime.
that. And now the limo, and we're done.
No, then the salsa.
Oh, I forgot the salsa. Right. Okay, so we'll finish that lime on this one. I love this squeezer. Makes it so simple. And notice in this recipe, there are no oil and no salt. I want to talk about that a bit in a moment with you, what's happened for me following that protocol of no oil, no free oil from a bottle in any cooking, and no salt.
So Rip's original recipe does call for some Bragg's aminos, or tamari. So that would add a little bit of salt. But if you really want to go low salt, you can make this completely salt free, and we didn't miss it at all.
No, I don't notice the difference. The more I eat no salt, actually what happens is the sweeter the food tastes. Now the salsa, we got to put the red layer on. How much salsa does he go for?
That's a cut.
Oh, so quite a bit. There the bills. And lime. What a lovely, lovely offering, huh?